All right, let's talk about this Letitia James fraud matter that Bill Pulte is pushing. Let's take a look at what they are talking about here. All right. New York Attorney General James is referred for criminal prosecution. So, what's the problem here? What did she supposedly do? Well, they're alleging maybe falsified bank documents. I've seen these, it's common, it happens. Uh, Much less common this day and age since Bank VOD came along, and there are ways to make sure that bank statements, etc., are legitimate before they're used for origination. But very interesting. Falsified bank documents. Interesting. That's easy to prove. Dead bang. One time I called a rep at Wells Fargo and I said, I need to talk to somebody about these documents that I've got. He said, send them on over. I did. I said, what is false on these documents? He said, it'd be easier for me to tell you what's true. I said, okay. So somebody had a field day with uh, altering documents. Property records, that would be interesting. Is he alleging that she filed some false deeds, some releases of liens? I don't know. Um, but those are pretty easy to prove. Then there's an allegation here that she's falsified her resident status. Very common. It happens quite a bit. Here's what's got me a little disappointed in this whole thing and makes me look like it's a home job. He's alleging, at least this is the CBS coverage of it, that in 1983, James and her father signed a note, yada, yada. I don't really care what happened in 1983. If you're in an argument with your spouse and you bring up something she did in 1983, it says more about you than your spouse. Stop bringing up things that aren't indictable. Stop bringing up things from when Reagan was president. I don't like this, and it just sort of makes me think that the whole thing is, as a lot of people suspect, politically motivated. I'm all for landing on people who falsify bank documents. I think that's great. But you got to leave out of the conversation anything that happened back in 1983. So let's see where this goes in the next little period of time.
So there you go. That's the comparison between 314A and 314B. Hope that helps.